Okay, I'm just gonna journal the trade here that I took. Very tiny profit today, up 53 bucks. It was a 1-to-1 risk to reward, or a little bit less, but still enough for me to be like, okay, it's close enough to 1-to-1, I'll take it. That wasn't gonna stop me from entering. My trading plan was followed. As you can see right now, I'm no longer in the trade. I'll explain how I managed it. Price should realistically still come to my final take profit, but as you can see, judging by the price action, I would have lost a lot of mental capital just by staying in this. So I'm happy I did it. And it also, if I was still in the trade, I wouldn't have been following my trading plan. So, but let's go to the daily here. We'll start on the daily. We'll start on the weekly, I guess, whatever. Still inside here, still inside this bearish fair value gap, something to take note of. If we close above it, hey, maybe there's still a chance that we close above it today. Who knows? Then we're going to come for these highs very soon, these all-time highs. If we don't close above it, if we close inside it, we might see some accumulation or some bearishness in the coming weeks. We'll see. Daily, the previous daily high was a draw for sure. As you can see, we are respecting this 4-hour PD array fair value gap here, right? And at the same time, we are disrespecting bearish fair value gaps, right? So something to take note of as well. So I was bullish coming into this trade. Now, higher time frame PD array that I need when I see a sweep, when I see my model take place. I need to see it take place inside of a higher time frame PD array. This hourly fair value gap was that higher time frame PD array, okay? And also, this 1 hour inversion fair value gap could have been as well, but I was looking at this. But that's something that actually, I'll be honest, that didn't catch my eye when I was looking at this. So, but this also could have been. But I was looking at this, and then we got our sweep of the low here. At the same time, we entered into that 1 hour fair value gap. So everything was taking place that needed to take place for me to enter. And I waited. I didn't want to get in too early. Also, there wasn't anything I could have gotten in on here. When we broke above this fair value gap here and we made it an inversion fair value gap, but that to me really justified an entry. I couldn't use the inversion fair value gap here as my entry. I couldn't have done that because it really wouldn't have been a 1-to-1 at that point. So I used the fair value gap instead of the inversion fair value gap. We tapped into it. This right here, I have 4 contracts on this trade. I took 1 contract off here, and I set my stop to break even. And that's how I chose to manage it. Typically, I will set my stop to break even at the first partial profit on a trade that's 1-to-1. That's typically what I'll do. Just because if you take a contract off of a 1-to-1, which I did today, but let's say I took 2 contracts off a 1-to-1, at that point it's like you're minimizing your reward a lot. So I try not to do that with a 1-to-1. I'll try to just put my stop to break even to manage a trade. This is crazy though. I'm so happy I'm not still in this because this is insane how we haven't taken this high yet. So we're just, but yeah, anyways, that's what I did to manage a trade. What else? That's really it. I mean, I kept it simple. It really didn't come into this morning thinking I was going to execute, but something presented itself, so I did. I mean, I'm happy with the execution that I had here. Here is the executions. right there. In case anyone wanted to actually see, you see up top our P&L up 53 bucks for the day. Very small profit, but a profit nonetheless. So yeah, happy with how I traded today. Followed the trading plan through and through, so it was a good day.